What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to change the filter in your whole house water filtration system. So we've got a new filter here. I'm going to show you how to take this loose and the steps involved in putting a new filter in one of these things. Let's get started. Alright guys, so the first thing you're going to want to do is go ahead and cut your water off. So this particular model, it doesn't have a bypass on it. Some of them do. This one just doesn't. It's one of the cheaper models. So if yours has a bypass, go ahead and cut your water valve off. That supplies water to the filter. Like I said, I don't have that, so I'm going to cut the main water valve off that comes into the house. So I've got that off right here. Now you can't see it from the camera, but there's a red button on top of this, and if you push that, it's going to release the pressure that's in here. Some water is going to come out, so it's going to be a little messy when you do this, but that's what you need to do now. So we're going to go ahead and push this and drain some of this water out. Alright, so we've got the pressure released from this. Now we could have put, a 5-gallon bucket or something underneath here, but it's not a ton of water coming out, so I'm not overly concerned with it. But what we're going to need now is this wrench. Most of the time these come with your kit. If not, you can pick up a spare one from Lowe's or Home Depot. So you're just going to want to slide that on here and just break it loose. Alright, so once you got it broke loose, as you can see, you're going to get some more water out. That's okay. We're going to go ahead and take this loose by hand the rest of the way and dump this excess water outside of the crawl space. Alright, so I'm going to take this out and dump it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spray this canister out just with the water hose and get all this old sediment and stuff out of here, so that way we've got a nice clean canister for a new filter. Alright, before I put that new filter in here and before I clean this canister, just want to show you how dirty this thing was. And there's lots of sediment in here. So these filters are great for filtering out all that, because if you didn't have it, this stuff's going to end up in your faucets, in your shower heads, in your washing machine and everything, your dishwasher. So if you have an issue of sediment like we did here, it's definitely a good idea to invest in one of these water filtration systems. Alright, so clearly I wasn't thinking. I said I was going to go rinse this out with the water hose, but I can't do that because the main water line is cut off. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to hold this canister underneath here and slowly crack this water valve open a little bit. That way I can get some water in this canister, swish it around, get it cleaned out, and then we'll be ready for the new filter. Alright, so we've got our canister cleaned out. This is what the new filter looks like. You'll see it has these rubber gaskets on the top and bottom side. You're going to want to make sure these are pressed in here. And make sure your canister's nice and clean. So all you'll do is just seat this inside the canister. And then on the top of the canister, there's an O-ring. Well, it actually sits right here. There's an O-ring that goes here. Mine popped off when I took it loose, but you're going to want to inspect this before you put it back on. Make sure it's not dry rotted or cracked. Make sure it's still got some flexibility to it. This one's still good. So go ahead and take your O-ring and put it back on the canister. Make sure that's seated properly. And then all you have to do is just screw this canister back into here. So we'll get it as tight as we can by hand, and then we'll use our wrench to tighten it up the rest of the way. Alright, so we got that tightened. The only thing left to do now is to slowly cut your water supply back on and make sure we don't have any leaks. Alright, so everything looks good to go. I don't think we have any leaks down here. It's a really simple process, but if you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below. Also, I'll leave links in the description in case you need another wrench or you need an O-ring to go on your canister. But yeah, just let me know if you have any questions and I'll do my best to respond. Until next time, take care and God bless.